going to talk about rabbit farming. Rabbit farming is a good, interesting idea because these guys can give birth and make you money so fast before you know what is happening. So guys, stay tuned. So welcome to my channel. It's Wangari Farm on Fire, and today we are discussing rabbit farming. So as I have showed you that this is my rabbit, I didn't intend to go into rabbit farming, but my son, he kept saying, "Mom, I want a quad bike, I want a quad bike." So we came up with this plan that he can save to buy a quad bike. But then you guys know how much quad bike costs. So it was going to take him like 10-20 years to save enough to buy a quad bike. So we thought, what kind of a project can he do for him to get enough money to buy himself a quad bike? So his grandfather gave him 1,000 on one of those random grandfather days, and so we went and bought him one rabbit. That rabbit that we bought was a female and it was pregnant. We come 2 weeks in, we hear it has 2 kids. Then after a month, we hear it has 6 kids, but one died. Now it has 5. So you can see the house is this small. It was supposed to be for dogs, and now it's fitting 5 small rabbits plus 3 grown ones, so it's fitting 8. So I need to start thinking of this as a money-making venture so that I can also invest in terms of infrastructure, because these guys, the way they say giving birth like bunnies, it is surely for real. And they're telling me, the people who I work with, they're telling me, before in no time, by December, we'll be having a whole flock, so I better prepare for that. And I thought, why can't I share my experience of rabbit farming? I know I didn't set out to be a serious rabbit farmer, but man, there is potential there, growth. And that's what we are looking for. In agriculture, it's all about growth. And this is one of the ways that you can make money. Let me show you how you make money. So you've had an adult rabbit goes for 1,000 shillings. Marketing is a bit of an issue, but I will do a follow-up video on where we will start, where we will be selling our meat or where we'll be selling the rabbits. But you can sell it to your neighbor boys. You know how when we were growing up, boys used to have dushis. You know, dushis were doves. They were birds, and they used to have projects like that. Rabbits, they used to keep dogs. So it's, especially with this coronavirus, we are being reminded to go back to our roots. These are the kinds of things boys should be doing. They shouldn't be on screen, on their phones the whole time. If you give them such an idea, believe me, they will take it on. And you know, it's naturally in them, but they're not used to it. You just need to expose the idea to them. So one, you can sell the rabbits for 1,000, a male one. A male or a female one, but it should be an adult for that price. You can sell it for more depending on where you are, but as we bought one for 1,000, and now we have 8 shy of 2 months. So the other thing is that I collect the rabbit urine and poop from it. It has very high nitrogen. Guys, as much as you know that anyone who knows a bit about farming is that the nitrogen is what is sought for in almost all fertilizers. Nitrogen is what creates the green pigment that you see in leaves, and leaves are the ones that make food for the crop. So everything around the plant is dependent on how much nitrogen is already in the plant and how much it is absorbing from the area that it is. Given that I am an organic farmer, I want to look for organic solutions. I don't want to go to a shop and buy a bag of what. Yes, if I have to, I'll do it. But if I have something like this, which is a project and it's giving me as a byproduct, I don't have to add anything else. It's just a natural product of what the animals are producing, then kudos for me. And as you have seen on Facebook, people are selling that juice, people are selling it, and you can dilute it, put it in your spray your crops. It is good with pest control as well. If you spray it on it, it controls thrips and aphids and any other insects that because you know the organic way, you're not sure because no one has written somewhere that it does this, but I know for sure that it helps in terms of if I spray it on my crops, if I spray it on my compound, it just gives them that zeal, that green color that I want, because I want beauty as well as much as I want fruit. So you can sell the urine, you can sell the cow dung, and then you can sell the rabbits themselves. And of course, you can get to eat rabbit meat. You can be one of those luxurious, exotic people who say, I eat rabbit meat. And I rear rabbits. It's also a cool thing to do. It keeps you engaged. And especially such times of coronavirus, we're just like, oh, so what do we do now? We've already done all the things we had planned for a day. Oh, let's go look for weeds around to feed our rabbits. It's a thing you do. It's a kid activity. You need to keep your kids engaged. And this is one of the ways, guys. So if you want to know where to source for rabbits, if you want to know how to, like you have one and this is what happened and you have queries, please leave me a message and I will give you my phone number and we can just start an engagement. This is what I look forward to when I have questions and when I get someone's comment of this was my experience with this I'll never do again because of this. And yeah, so guys, let's talk about rabbit keeping. I am having fun because I can see money in the horizon and I'm going to make a real investment now, and I'll share with you when I'm doing my my rabbit house. So I wanted to show you what we feed our rabbits so that they get big and huge, as you have seen, because when people are buying a rabbit for 1,000, they want to know it's heavier than a chicken. So these are called rabbit pellets. You buy them at the agrovet and you give them this handful. For all those rabbits that are in here, you can give them this handful or two to last them during the day, because mostly they want greens, but this has protein. As you know, it's good to have a balanced diet, so you don't just give them greens the whole time. It's good to, this is like dairy meal for them. It's very affordable. We buy 50 bob per kilo, and all this, like, we buy for 200, which is about 4 kilos, and it will last us even a month. So they don't eat a lot, but we like to supplement this for their food. And then the other thing which an animal should never lack is water, clean water. Make sure that it always has clean water at all times, because this is dry food. I know the ones that people are not giving this don't necessarily need water, but if you're giving them pellets, they'll have constipation. So it's important that you make sure that you leave water for them 24 hours a day. So guys, this is what is making them extra big. It's the protein aspect of meat. Sawa. Thank you. Please subscribe.